This is INMF.
And we on that.
I am a real nigga. Rum pum pum pum.
Nigga. For a second, I thought it was that like that Simpsons. You remember how Simpsons used to come on and it'd be like class? Except from the Simpsons, it'd be like real niggas, and just show a whole bunch of real niggas doing a whole bunch of real nigga shit. But then you twist it up and hit that motherfucking. What is the name of that song? It's not rum pum 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 pum, is it?
It's Little Drum Boy,
That's
man.
it. It is. It is.
And so the angel said, rum pum pum pum. Bum, bum. Hear my drum.
Can you imagine when them Atlanta niggas hitting that hoe, nigga? Nigga talking about that chopper, nigga.
Oh, Chicago drill, nigga. Shit. For real, nigga. And so the chopper went rum pum pum pum. Hear my drum. Kind of like that. If I could fall. Did you see that shit they did?
That's my nigga. They're not gonna do that. Wait. Cause some Chicago niggas did that shit too. I know OT Genesis did the shit. But
Nah, OT, I ain't gonna lie. OT Genesis killed that shit.
Don't you start that shit. Don't you start that shit. But the Chicago niggas did that shit too. That if I
just see you.
Yeah. Tonight, really do it.
I really need to.
That nigga showed niggas how to thrive during the pandemic. That nigga was just like, fuck it. I'm just finna.
I'm going to the studio and I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Fuck it. Anybody got something to say about him? Fuck him.
That I was gripping.
Nigga. Real talk. That shit was hard.
You gotta enjoy.
That shit
you gotta
hard,
enjoy enjoying life, man. How you been?
Oh, I'm weird, man. I'm in a. The holidays always be a weird time for me, man. So it's in the words of Shakespeare, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. So I guess my holidays either go one or two ways. Either they're extraordinary or it's nothing at all. Yeah. So that's why around the holidays I tend to shy from shit. I go into a cocoon and just chill the fuck out. And plus I'm a Gemini born on the 2nd of June. So literally I come into my moon sign as we encroach upon winter. Basically, the complete opposite of my nature happens in the wintertime.
Okay.
Yeah. In addition to that, I'm also a Florida boy. So I thrive in the heat. So when it gets cold, mentally, it changes me as well. So it's like a multiplier effect of the environment versus experience, in which just is like, it's a change.
And y'all get pretty snow out there where you at. I haven't been out there. But like, if you go from a place where you get no snow to a place where you get pretty snow, it can be a little jarring.
Went 35 years without being in the shit, then Fast forward the last 6 years, it's been snow. And I ain't talking about the white bitches, but like it's been snow and like up here traveling. A couple of winters ago, my car broke down and I had to walk. When they tell you about walking 17 miles in the snow, I had to walk 17 miles in the snow
God damn.
from the train station back home. So it was like, and then also not being from dealing with snow and winter climates, nobody told us about dripping the faucets, right?
Oh, your pipes busted.
Yeah, the pipes in the bathroom and the kitchen.
You take that shit for granted. Like I forgot. Like y'all never had to deal with that shit. We've dealt with shit. We never dealt with like buffalo snow. We'll circle back to that shit. Where them niggas got like 6 foot of shit. But we've dealt
Yeah,
with snow before, and we dealt with freezing temperatures, so we know like, hey, drip your faucets. Oh shit, gonna bust. Shit gonna bust on you. You know what I'm saying?
nigga was completely oblivious, Jack.
Yeah.
But experienced it though, you know what I mean? So like I say, the winter has been it's been rough experiences. Last winter I broke up with my girlfriend last winter. So it's winters are not they're not particularly my
You
time of
broke up with
year.
her. She broke up with you. That was a mutual split. Or you
It
broke up with
was
her and she didn't know it.
no like
A, B, C, D, nigga.
I don't play I don't play when it comes to my emotions. And just she was talking about what she was gonna do for the holidays, and in my mind, I'm like, hold up, bitch, where the fuck I'm gonna be at?
Oh, she finna leave you at
Yeah, so
home.
I don't know, but based on what she was saying, that was the
You ever thought that
plan.
maybe she automatically assumed that you would be with him?
I don't know, fam. I ain't give her time to express that.
Wow.
I turned in. Nigga, I'm itchy, man. For real, I'm the blind swordsman on this shit, man. Say something I don't like. Do something I don't like.
Shut the fuck up.
That for real. Off with your hand, bitch. For real.
Hey, hey, hold up, nigga. Hold on. Did you hit that nigga with the motherfucker? What was Cuz name? Rutger Howard, the blind, the blind,
Blind
blind
Fury,
fury.
Blind Fury. Yeah, nigga, that's Zowichi, nigga, the blind swordsman. For real, nigga, yeah. Up, nigga, the shimmering. Bitch, what?
You remember the freestyle battle? You remember the freestyle rapper Blind Fury? Like
I
I
do.
remember,
Was very talented too.
I remember that nigga was on 106 and Park, like roasting niggas, and I used to always wonder, like, how he know that? like niggas be like, that's why your shoes look like they slumped over, and I'd be like, how you...
This nigga's cat. Then it fucked me up when he took his glasses off. I like, yeah, something wrong with this nigga.
niggas are just... say, man. I gotta find that soft spot between understanding niggas be having shit going on. Nigga took them glasses out, nigga, and them eyes always look like they looking down, just like I like that shit. Hey, nigga, you can't spring that shit on nobody, man. You can't spring that shit on nobody. In 1 minute you can see, the other minute you can't. That's how conspiracy theories are born. Is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, but no, that nigga eye was fucked up though, real tough. Like, I mean, I seen one video. He was in like the nigga from the country, b.
What do you mean?
I think he's from like South Carolina, North Carolina, or some shit like
Mm.
that.
You from
So
sticks?
like, nigga was standing in the woods and like he was like pixelated, right? Like he couldn't move outside that 8-inch square. You know what I'm saying? So he was just pixelated and just like moving. Hey, Bobby, pass me the reefer. Pass me the reefer. and got the lobster claw in that bitch. I was like, now I can't talk. I'm
Shut the
half
fuck up.
blind now, so I'm
Nigga
just
said,
saying.
nigga, hey, at it, nigga, at it.
Oh, it just registered to you what the fuck I said.
How did nigga? Uh-uh.
Uh,
Remember on Daredevil when that nigga tried to catch that break, but motherfucking bullseye hit the bell. So he didn't see three of them niggas just like and missed that bitch. That nigga pulls out to that. That's how he went, cause he went to read for that bitch.
It was feeling around with that pin like he can feel the air. So shit. Pass me the reefer, Bobby. And I guess by tapping his finger, it was like that was his echo, his sonar and shit like that.
I'm not doing this with you right now. All right.
All right, you're right.
Too
That's
far.
a little fucked up. That's
Too far.
too far.
Too far. Too far. Like they kept getting glimpses. That motherfucking side. You can see a little bit.
The reefer's over there. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, okay.
I don't get that nigga Daredevil's powers. Can we say that? Can we say I don't get that nigga Daredevil's powers? Go ahead.
It's echolocation,
but
man.
niggas are extra strong, extra agile. He was like, cause all right, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna show you how ignorant I am, right? I'm gonna challenge your extensive comic knowledge with my Ben Affleck movie knowledge. Challenge. So.
Oh, hold on. Before you do that, let me pick that up and throw it away.
Listen.
She's got a
Cuz was like, I became more agile. Okay, but that doesn't make you strong. It makes you nimble, not strong. Right? This nigga was extra strong. And he was like, I developed. So with Daredevil, now that I got that shit out of the way, with Daredevil, he wasn't afraid, the man without fear, because he couldn't see. But then he could see if he made sound. So he could see, but he couldn't see enough to be afraid of it. So he didn't have depth perception? Is that what we're talking about? Like, he could jump off a building, but because he couldn't see the bottom, he wasn't afraid of falling? Is that what we're talking about? Now, I say this because I think Daredevil is a very cool motherfucking superhero. And he happens to share my initials. So, like, if I was going to be somebody, all right, everybody knows that superheroes, first name and last name both start with the same letter. Unless you're fucking, well, I would say unless you're Matt Murdock. Right? His name's Daredevil. I'm Danny Dinkins. I will wear a Daredevil shirt all day. It's just I don't like the color red and black, but that's neither here nor there. I'll rock it all motherfucking day. Whenever I write my name, it's in the D. A la Daredevil / Double Dare. That's what I pay homage to. Right? But I do not get this nigga's powers. I don't get what makes him comparable to a Spider-Man or a Punisher or a She-Hulk or an Iron Man.
Okay, so we're going to make a sharp turn here, if we may.
Turn on.
And then you're going to file this under things in which you shall never mention again, okay? Oh, around 1995, when the comic book reboot took place, they did Daredevil had his own comic called Daredevil Man Without Fear, right? Okay, Man Without Fear issue number 1, hologram cover, talks about his dad.
I think I had the hologram. I think I ended up cutting the hologram off the cover, ended up throwing the comic book in the trash. Not immediately, but like years later. I didn't value shit when I was young.
No, I still got it.
Of course.
But they oddly enough, right? But basically it tells a story about battling Jack. Eventually, I may give it a couple of years or two. Not it's worth $2,500. Why the fuck would I sell it to you for $20?
$20 right now.
Fuck.
Oh.
Fuck you. So, you disrespect yourself by saying
I wish
that.
I would have kept that shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You should have. Okay, but yeah, talk about his dad battling Jack Murdoch, right? Daredevil was running, runs into a truck, gets caught crossing the road, runs into a truck, toxic waste spills on his eye. Toxic waste wasn't no regular toxic waste.
You dirty motherfuckers. Okay.
This was from the Roxxon Corporation. Roxxon Corporation gets into his eyes, affects his bloodstream, takes his vision, but heightens each other ones of his senses. Now, Daredevil daddy being a boxer, Daredevil grew up boxing. So that's where Daredevil get his fighting prowess from in his hands. Then Daredevil is somewhat adopted or given his superhero mentor. Stick comes and recognizes that when Daredevil daddy died, he recognized Daredevil got potential. Stick is also blind, and he teaches Daredevil all the shit he knows. So that's why Daredevil used the tongue pose and shit. Okay. And that's the story. That's where Daredevil gets his powers.
So it's not that there is some superhero element because of the chemical, which is not normally blinding agent. It's some shit that it blinded him, but it also made him strong.
Yeah, he's above average. Or heightened, I should say. Okay. Yeah. So he's above average, and that's why you can see him do the dope shit that he do. And then he's also trained by the hand and shit. Via stick with the boxing background. So he was made to be who he was.
The movie was after that line of comics without Stick, right?
Correct. That was Ben Affleck thinking he knows what's best for a comic. For a movie, doing what Ben Affleck does, a la ruining the movie. Just kind of like Batman.
Which one?
The only one Ben Affleck with Batman in.
You think?
I guess we could say Ben Affleck was trash Batman.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know how closely related he was to the comics, but I do know that action scene with him slamming niggas, that was dope. Now, if Batman says I don't kill, I would clearly say, nigga, you're in there killing. Like I've watched you slam a nigga head first into a wooden crate, and then he slid down to the floor. He's dead. He's dead. So I don't know what part of not killing do you believe in, but that's clearly not what you're displaying. You're killing these niggas. That's the only gripe. Like out of all the go ahead.
Well, to me, you have to turn Justice League, and you have to say that's Justice League Dark. Okay. You got to say that's an alternate universe. Because Superman killing motherfuckers too. Now, fucked up thing about Superman only killing niggas.
He killed General Zod.
Zod is an alien. Alien came to Earth. He will be up against prejudice and all types of shit. They'll call him
we talked about this before. I knew this is deja vu. We talked about this before. You talk about Superman's race. I'm not gonna let you say Superman was only out here killing niggas.
Comic book, movie Superman hated niggas, B. Every nigga in there he had a problem with. The general who was black, I'm from Nebraska, Capt'n. I'm not going to hurt anybody. Then why do you break my shit, man?
The general was spying on him. When he broke his shit.
They got Lois Lane held hostage. He don't come trying to negotiate. It ain't no laser beam. Oh, you got my bitch. And push the nigga through 16 walls.
Because they were finna kill him. And that's his gal. Like, what you expect? It's not like he was like, who's she over there with them niggas? It's not.
These niggas have defiled my bitch, man. You done put your nigga head. That's why the next scene after that is show Lois Lane in the shower. Cause she was touched by them
I'm not
niggers.
with you. I'm not.
I'm just
It's gonna be
saying,
somebody
man.
that hear this shit and be like, "See, that nigga's on to something." He's not on to something. He's not.
Okay. Did you watch Black
Yes.
Panther? How come no Avenger showed up to Black Panther
We didn't
funeral,
see.
bitch?
They might have been there. We didn't see all the attendance. Nigga, we didn't see. What's what's the guest list that's called at the funeral? We didn't see the sign book. What's the sign book? We didn't see the sign.
Oh, so you saying a chance to show the Incredible Hulk and Thor just we ain't gonna do that here, y'all. We gonna be anonymous. But Tony Stark shit happened to everybody out front.
That was the
Was
recession. That's like the shit after the shit. It's not like they show this nigga walking. Niggas was at his house. It's not like Princess Queen Mother Nadia, whatever cuz name was, whatever Angela Bassett's name was. It's not like she was inviting all these niggas to her house.
so you mean to tell me that the Winter Soldier who got his arm and
All
got
I'm
his
saying,
life
he might
saved
have
by
been
Wakanda?
there. I don't know. I wasn't at the funeral. I'm not finna let you do this. I'm not finna let you do this. I know exactly what you're trying to do. I'm not gonna let you do it. We weren't at the funeral. We don't know.
I'm just saying, I ain't see not a speck of salt in that
What?
pepper.
Hey, cuz, you know, you said so. You said so one time. I used to this day. When you was like, it ain't a speck of pepper in them grits.
Correct. Correct. And it'll go over your head if you don't understand the context. Man, what the fuck this nigga talking about? Then when you think about it, it's reality, man. But yeah,
He might have been there. We just didn't know. I bet you. I bet you one of these Marvel movies it'll show one of them niggas at the funeral. When it does, I'm gonna come back and holler at you.
black superheroes are being done dirty, B. Let's just say what it is, man. Say what it is.
Lord,
Even Black Adam didn't say he was a
I didn't watch
Negro.
that yet, but he should be. He's Egyptian, right?
Condon, yeah,
I
supposed to
was gonna
be
say, what the
African.
fuck is conduct? That sound like electrical part.
Yeah, it's made.
Oh.
So yeah, let's just walk away from this for.
Oh.
All right, so I guess I'll throw a
Go ahead.
topic out there.
Go on.
Uh, since we're talking, the name of the show is "Off with Nigga Shit." So in the news again is our beloved brother Trey Songz.
I seen where niggas was like justice for Trey or some shit like that, but I don't know what he did.
It's been alleged that Trey Songz was in a nightclub indulging himself,
Whoa,
and
whoa,
Trey
whoa.
Songz had to turn into a dress on a bitch.
Wait. He was in a nightclub indulging himself and he had to do what to a young lady?
He turned into a hairdresser and rearranged that bitch wig.
All right. So when we say indulging himself, he was using the cocaine or was he jacking off? He just really
Libations,
had a
I'm pretty
part.
sure.
And she was like,
Yeah.
"That's why your music trash." And he was like, "Put him up." Started glass joint. Started just get.
Yeah, that nigga turned into Ike Turner, man.
Soda Pop Pinsky. He just.
Yeah. Banker, and knock that bitch out and star punch
Shut
that
the
whole
fuck up.
nigga. Do you hear
All
me?
right. I'm gonna need you.
He star
I'm gonna need
punched
you
the
to
bitch.
stop it.
Well, Yanko, bang, 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 bang,
Play.
and star punch that whole nigga.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hit that whole yeah. I don't wanna be a player no more. Yeah, so
Did he get arrested?
that's been alleged by I believe.
Boy, ain't nothing sadder than an R&B nigga in jail.
Yeah. Like you were supposed to be the chosen one.
You were supposed to lead us against the darkness, not join them.
Correct. And it's starting to become, man.
I blame
I
rap.
don't know what it is. Maybe you blame rap. How do you?
Because rap, hip hop became more than a music. It became a culture, and everybody wants to be part of that culture, including R&B, and that helped birth the New Jack Swing. The New Jack Swing became these new R&B niggas, right? These R&B niggas that'd be like, "I'll shoot you." Like these niggas are rough and sensitive at the same time, right? So you got niggas like these niggas that could easily just be ladies' man. But these niggas like, you know what? My daddy wasn't around and I'm drunk. I should just punch you in the face. and the chick was like, I just asked you if you wanted some Alizé. Next thing you know, she getting mixed up. And motherfuckers is like,
do I look like I drank Alizé? I drank bitch drink. I drank bitch drinks, bitch. Bink up.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Yes. Oh, that's what it was. So Trey got domesticated. Well,
correct. And he just got beat. He just beat a lawsuit by the what a lawsuit it take too long.
Limitations.
Yeah, he just got off the lawsuit.
I remember hearing it on the radio now.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was like,
yeah.
Motherfucker was like, he touched me. And the judge was like, that was a while ago. Yeah, he rolled him out the...
yeah.
I don't know, man.
So, I don't know man.
I don't know if it's poor parenting, reckless behavior. I honestly think, like, we joke and bullshit, but I honestly think the culture is to blame. Not entirely and not solely. Entirely solely is kind of the same shit. But I mean, like, the framework. The framework. This is the same culture that shaped you and I. This is the same culture where, like, if you're not mentally strong, taking in this culture, you won't be able to decipher real from bullshit. So you'll think that you're supposed to act this way because that's how all the niggas in the world are acting. You won't realize that a lot of these niggas is just saying this shit on record like this is not true. It's not like these niggas is going to clubs putting their hands on women. That, and if you wasn't raised properly, you know, you won't know how to handle your emotions. If she was like, yeah, you look like you like Alizé, a normal dude would be like, nah, I don't. Trey Songz would be like, brace yourself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he get busy. You know what I'm saying?
What to say? He start braiding the bitch hair, huh?
Would you like to? Good feeling.
Look, I'm not going to let you cop out that fucking easy. I'm sick of niggas saying that it's a culture, man. It is not a culture when it's just some degenerate motherfuckers who do shit.
It's not like he has a if this was Chris Brown. Wait, is Chris Brown involved in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but Chris Brown got some awful shit going on.
If this is Chris Brown, I'd be like, man, there's some nigga doing some. I think I think it's Trey Songz, but I think it's Trey Songz trying to be tough. I think it's Trey Songz without real niggas. It's Trey Songz without big brothers. Like if we had a nigga in our circle and we could see this nigga's clearly trying to be tough, it is just not his character. You'll tell a nigga like, "Hey, bro, quit trying to be tough, bro." No, fool. She know I like my fish hot, and I come home and she got my fish cold. I'm finna go across her head, bro. You gonna go to jail trying to be tough. We both know. Everyone in this circle knows that you're not about that beat your wife life. You're not about that. What's gonna happen is you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna be crying. So to avoid all that, eat your cold fish, start cheating, get a divorce, find happiness. But what you're not gonna do is put your hands on this young lady because you're not about that life. That speech would do it for most niggas. Unfortunately, Trey Songz didn't have that speech, so he was like, "Bloom, blue, 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 blue."
Yes, but I mean, ultimately though, man, we got to get away from throwing everybody under the template of the culture, man. It's not the culture, because if it was a culture, then it would be accepted. Ain't no real nigga or real man. Let me not say nigga. No real man going to co-sign that shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, when we say it's the culture of rap and being super tough, rappers ain't even super tough. The rappers aren't the ones doing the killing. They the ones getting killed.
Sheesh.
I mean, like, let's just call a spade a spade. You know,
By the
realistically
numbers.
speaking. Yeah. But then we'll say being a rapper is the toughest job in the world. No, it ain't. Easy job. All you got to do is rap.
Saying not getting murdered, but that's like
And,
if you're go ahead.
but look at the circumstances in which they're being murdered under. They're not being murdered on being on stage. They're not being murdered sitting in the house.
But sometimes you get murdered doing normal shit. Like look at old boy from Florida got murdered for buying dirt bike. Well, while buying dirt bikes. You get murdered during extension. You
Triple X extension.
still to this day don't know how to say that shit.
Me neither.
I don't know why you calling me this late, but that's his ash. I don't tell him why he got. Let me tell you how this conversation will go. Hey son, what's going on? Hey dad, can I buy some Can I buy some V-Bucks? Son, it's 10 o'clock. Y'all think you need to be in bed? I'm gonna go to bed at 11. Can I buy them V-Bucks? Nigga. Yeah. Alright, whatever. Whatever, y'all. Whatever. You know you can say your money. Click. And hang up. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. It's such a life, man. I guess that's a little confident. You know, I ain't the only nigga that just got to give money, don't even get a thank you. Port cards came out. Hey, Unc. Hi, kids. You gonna send that down?
It's expected, nigga. It's you're obligated to it now. It's like, wait a minute.
When the motherfucker, when the money got sent and all I got was appreciated, not appreciated, appreciated.
They hit your ass. They hit your ass with that thumbs up emoji.
Correct. Yeah, went all 8 of they had. For real. Thank you. Oh. But yeah, man, the rappers are being killed, man. It's with Triple X extension, we can say that it was normal, but I don't think it's normal riding around in a Lamborghini by yourself with 100,000 cash.
Yeah, I mean, when you put it like that,
Like,
I don't know why. I don't know these niggas' lives. I don't know why niggas running around. I don't know. I don't know why these niggas running around cash. But I will say, I can't. I can think of a few dirt bike places. I can't think of any of dirt bike places that I think of that would be like, nah, bro, we're not taking cash. I mean, no, we're not taking card. It's cash only. Like you got to come buy these dirt bikes with cash because your cars get declined all the time. We can't handle that anymore. We need cash. Most places would be like, shit, you want to buy these hoes? You got the money. We don't give a fuck how you pay. Long, long as the check clear. Long as the check clear.
yeah, but I mean, you can negotiate with cash. I mean, I can understand it, but
You take the Lamborghini too much. I don't know. Like, if I ever got rich, right? If I ever got rich, I'm gonna have a few cars. But two cars I'm gonna have is a Lamborghini Aventador and probably a Volvo. Because I'm gonna act like a nigga that got money. Like I'm gonna act like I got some sense. I'm gonna drive the Volvo to go to Kroger's and go grocery shopping and go to the Walmart and go to Popeyes. But there's also a nigga buried deep in me that's going to, I repeat, going to drive that Lamborghini Aventador to Kroger's, park it in the handicap spot right up front, go in there and get my fucking oranges and red beans and whatever I'm gonna make. I'm gonna go to Popeyes. I'm gonna drive that motherfucker in the drive-thru, revving that bitch up, wide as a motherfucker, daring that bitch to scrape against motherfucking brick walls and shit that's going through the drive-thru. Wide as hell. Yes. I'm doing. I got that bitch in the dirtiest parts of town. I'm gonna be places where I probably shouldn't be in a Lamborghini.
okay, natural. The only thing more important than having money is how did you get money. See, you can do that and won't nobody know you got paper.
A Lamborghini won't give it up that you got some money.
Well, they don't. It won't say how you got money. You could be the sheriff. You think there's nothing wrong with sheriff?
I guess it's a valid point. I guess it's a valid point.
Like nigga, I stay dead smack in the middle of
Yeah.
College Park. Like living in the hot block of goddamn motherfucking whole net.
Ooh,
Guess who lives up the street?
a sheriff.
No, a mile and a half down the street, Rick Ross' big ass
Oh,
palace.
I don't know that.
Rick, a mile and a half from it.
Oh, National and Godby Road, the block be so clear. Oh, I was like, where the fuck have I heard? Oh, National and Godby.
2 Chainz. Yeah, but Rick Ross still there. Rick Ross be having all types of shit up in there. Now, the reason Rick Ross don't get fucked with, Rick Ross got full-time security up there 24/7. Right there at the gate. You got to get past the gate with them armed guards and them cool niggas. That's his homeboys and just need an excuse to get 50 grand from Rick. They sitting up there, strapped up,
I
smoking
guess
weed,
it wouldn't
cooling.
be that much
You
to
know,
protect your life. If you make $2 million a year, 80,000 here for that's what 32,000.
yeah, but you ain't even got to do that, nigga. You can just get security. Like when you go out to dinner or something like that, pay that $400 a day or $1,000 a day. They go security guard with you. I was thinking about that when I crossed the 100,000 threshold and I go back home. I'm like, man,
I
I'm
thought
scared
about that
with
at
me.
one point, man. Like if he would have had security with him when he went to the not yet.
At least a nigga
Yeah,
been
average
able to shoot
bodyguard
back.
wouldn't fit in the car. Well, he might have fit in the car that he had, but I guess they could trail him like in a van or something. I guess the point is valid. At the end of the day, he probably should have had security with him.
Yeah, and I mean, when you get to a certain amount of money, and of course you want to drive your shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, me personally, I would have a driver.
Mm.
You know, I don't care to drive like that as it is. You know what I'm saying? So shit. I have me a driver. But that, yeah. And then again, you know, you dance. You dead smack in the middle of the hood with 100 grand in a Lambo, and everybody know who you are. Like I ain't saying you asking to be killed, but you putting in a low key request.
Mm.
You dude, you gotta feed the wolves. Even gangster niggas realize that once they get a certain amount of money, that no matter how gangster they are, them niggas will come get you. Boosie, shit, Boosie say he had to leave Baton
Mm.
Rouge. And you would think Boosie, he'll assert himself like a gangster goon ass nigga. You think they respect him once he got to a certain amount of money and they know you got it? You're not one of us anymore.
Say you to eat, you the food, nigga. Mm.
That is correct. That is correct. That's why I say, dog, the Bible said, dog, a king won't be received in his
Mm.
hometown. So, like I say, it's hard to explain, but like the stigma is that rappers are and death soon to follow. No. If you break it down to a microcosm, it's niggas with money around niggas who ain't got money and they know you got money. You the
Mm.
lick, partner. Just being real. Mother
Oh shit.
real.
Um. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll take a break. Go make me another drink. Eat a cracker or something.
They say eat a cracker. That means saltine.
Mm-hmm.
It helps me digest the liquor.
Have some of that shit up. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
break for a minute, man. Be right back.
All right. Let's see how much tea I
Oh,
got
give me
left.
that damn tea.
This is INMF.
I decide, not you. Now, you don't love me anymore, well, that breaks my heart, but it's still fucking bad, because you don't gotta love me. But you will respect me.
This is INMF.
decide, not you. Now, you don't love me anymore, well, that breaks my heart, but it's still fucking bad, because you don't gotta love me. But you will respect me.
This is INMF.
I loved you. What happens, I decide, not you. Now, you don't love me anymore, well, that breaks my heart, but it's still fucking bad, because you don't gotta love me. But you will respect me.
This is INMF.
I loved you. What happens, I decide, not you. Now, you don't love me anymore, well, that breaks my heart, but it's still fucking bad, because you don't gotta love me. But you will respect me.
This is INMF.
Not the business. That is not what the church ordered, man.
I hate. Listen, I hate the fact. I hate the fact that I did it. You know, it's rude, but I hate the fact that after I did it, You've seen it. We spoke about it. And I still, like, subconsciously,
I'm gonna do it
I
anyway
feel
because this
something on the
nigga
tip of my
said
finger.
it.
And there's no manly way to get some shit out. The only way to get some shit out the tip of your finger, you have to bite your shit like, like you got to like suck real quick. Cause other than that, it's either this, where you like, or it's listen. Don't hit me with the Illuminati G, the Illuminati Z. Hold on. It's either that or it's this shit right here. That's the only way. Like you can't. Other than that, you gotta wipe it on your shirt, which that's how it should be handled. But I'm fat. So what I was eating. You remember them little Debbie? So they're like it's chocolate, then a cookie.
The nutty ball.
No,
Nutty
not the
ball.
wafers. They're the peanut butter, and then around the peanut butter is a cookie, and then around the cookie there's chocolate.
Yes. See, let me explain something to you, right? I've come in my ripe old age. You have niggas with kid snacks and you got adult snacks, right? I have not purchased Little Debbie snacks in about 8 to 10 years. Yeah. Like a box of snacks for $2. Nigga, that's a crime. Do you know what would happen to me if I was to get addicted to them bitches?
Poverty and diabetes.
Diabetes. Nigga, I could see you drinking running through a pack a night. And then the next day, like, you know what? Just gonna buy another one. We can stretch it out over the week. Getting drunk again, running through another pike in the night.
Listen, it get bad. Listen, let me tell you the rogues gallery of this shit. It's the P&B bars, the PB bars, right? Of course, it's the Nutty Butters. The motherfuckers too easy. They too easily eaten, right? Star Crunches, the motherfucker like little hockey pucks. You just poke the motherfuckers.
Oh, man. It got so bad in my youth with the Star Crunches, I would put them in the microwave for 30 seconds, then eat that bitch. Nigga, totally different. Totally different.
It sound like my Star Crunch a little bit runny.
Yeah, a little warm with that little gooey ass caramel melt in that
what
bitch.
I put in the microwave? Yeah, honey buns, nigga. I put the nigga.
Nigga, me and my brother broke out into a full-on out assault and war over a motherfucking honey bun, nigga. It was like, nigga, we went from motherfucking playing G.I. Joes to for real, I am your opponent, nigga. Moms came in there. Oh, so y'all don't want to clean up? Threw one honey bun in the middle of the floor. We looked at each other. So, today is one of our times. I will not be easy on you, brother.
Shut the fuck
For
up.
real, nigga. We was in that bitch. The shit looked like the beginning of the Ninja Gate, nigga. For real. I jumped up with my motherfucking sword, nigga. That nigga came up. I came down, and I was cut in half.
Nigga, that shit play out, nigga. Like, what's that movie with Nicolas Cage where he was hunting the Book of Secrets, National Treasure, nigga? Like nigga, like only one. That shit like a Jerry Bruckheimer movie, nigga. 2 warden sides, nigga. Only one can leave with it, nigga.
That shit, nigga, that shit turned into Mad Max and the Thunderdome, nigga. 2 enter, 1 man leave. 2 man enter, 1 man
I'm not gonna
leave.
let you do this shit.
Nigga, it was like,
I'm not gonna let you do this shit. He comes from the land beyond,
and,
the land before the time, the before times. That's what that thing is. Niggas got pictures of the Rice Krispies, of the other ones from Star Crunch written on the wall and shit.
They got a zebra cake on that bitch for real. I'm just saying. But yeah, man, that was just some fucked up shit. Threw 100 bun in the middle of the floor. This will entertain them for a couple hours.
You had the honey bun ice cream yet?
Yeah. Nah, man, I told you I don't fuck with nothing from Lil Debbie B. I don't. That bitch is a op to me, man.
Imagine that honey bun in ice cream. That's what it is.
Nigga, back in the Gap, they was a quarter for the honey for the honey bun.
25 cents. Like you said at the end.
Then they went up
you
to
said at
35.
the end of the shelf, and you should have all of them. They have the zebra cakes, the honey buns. They had a ding dong pucks by themselves though.
Mm-hmm. Swiss roll. Then the strawberry Swiss roll came out. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. No, that shit ain't. Now I'm already addicted. Food is already a comfort spot for me, man. I just know back in the Gap, I remember what I used to do when the box of Little Debbie's was 99 cents for the whole box, and and I remember they came out with the cosmic brownies, and I was like, why you do that, dumb? Whole box of 8 cosmic brownies,
Them
nigga.
motherfuckers be the size of quarters. Like I could pop them little niggas. I could pop them little niggas like brownies, nigga. I used to. You ever see this children's story about the gingerbread man, where like the gingerbread man rode across this water on the beak of the fox or some weird shit, right? Like the fox just turned his nose up and ate that nigga. Like that's how I was with these cosmic brownies. Like I literally throw them motherfuckers up, nigga, and catch the motherfuckers with my mouth, nigga. A box at a time. A whole box. I remember a whole box was $1.29.
Nigga, that bit was 99 cents at first. Then that bitch moved when they changed the price to 35 cents for the single. Then that bit went up to 129 for the box. Nigga, I remember I got a box of that cosmic brownie one afternoon. Went to the grocery store early. Came home, and was watching the episode of that X-Men. And by the end of that X-Men, it was a 30-minute show. By the end of that X-Men, Brownie's gone. Brownie's gone. Then my mom was fucked up as I think about it. Because the show ended, first thing got him out. I can get one of them brownies. And I had to confess my sins.
They gone. They gone. They's gone.
What?
They's no longer here.
And let me tell you how fucked up this woman was, bro. Guess what she said? What happened to him?
You want me to lie? You want me to lie, lady? You want me to lie to you? Okay, I'll lie to you. I don't know. Niggas is turning into Andrew Dice Clay. They in the corner, nigga. You know, I don't know what happened to I don't know what happened to the brother. They're gone. They're gone. Bada bing, they're gone. I don't know where they're at. They're gone. They're gone. Look to the sky.
Man.
That's where they are. They're gone.
I guess that way my mama teaching me to own my bullshit. Cause
That's what them lessons did.
turned into Gator. I turned into Gator from Jungle Fever. I ate him, mama.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. I got a new dance for you. Want to see it? Here you go. Just for you, mama. That nigga full of sugar. That nigga full of sugar. Nigga.
I'm a crackhead. One of the greatest characters in the movie, by the way. Nigga should have got an Oscar for that shit.
Samuel L., man. We could do a whole show on the roles he should have got an Oscar for. It's Samuel L. Jackson. It's Samuel L. Jackson. Not to mention
the negotiator. You want my blood?
One of the greatest movies of all time. Niggas don't. That nigga Kevin Spacey. That nigga Kevin Spacey was like, I'm in a room full of people that want to kill this man. And I wonder why. I wonder why that is.
Nigga brought in Neiman. Brought in Neiman on his ass for real. So when we were back at training school, tell me, what was my favorite food? Danny, I don't want to say it out loud because they can use it against you. Don't bullshit me, bro. What was my favorite food? You like the little Debbie snacks, the strawberry short. Okay. Bravissimo. Great act.
When he thought he killed that one nigga, he took his ass in the office, toughened his ass up a little bit.
Oh, and they end up killing the nigga anyway.
They shot the nigga.
I didn't do anything. He's got 3 bullets sent him mass to his chest. You tell me this was a hit.
Nigga.
Danny.
You ever seen Jackie Brown? Don't get me started on Samuel. I can do all the... Fuck it. Let's do it. You ever seen Jackie... Bill when he went to go choke, he put his hands around his neck. I heard it good. Nigga.
I ain't seen that in forever.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. It's fuck. That man... What niggas don't understand, that man grew up during Jim Crow, South segregation.
Yeah.
And that nigga's an accomplished actor, a well-respected actor.
Well, he was a student class president and got kicked out of school because he did a sit-in. Yeah, and then he turned to drugs and, you know.
You remember what we was talking about?
Like what happens when you get high. All types of great shit just starts happening in your life.
Growing up, you kind of had this disposition when it came to crackheads. And if Samuel L. Jackson didn't turn it on his head, not to glorify his drug usage or glorify the person that he was or anything like that, but just to honor the person that he is and in totality. Because he doesn't shy away from that shit. He's like, yeah, free breaks and cocaine. Yeah. Yeah. And it's the same person that was told to play the most despicable Negro to ever be on film and pulled that shit off. Pulled that shit off so much that you believe the Negro that he was playing was both despicable and the most intelligent nigga on the plantation.
Oh, nigga on that nag.
When that nigga went to that office, that nigga straightened up, fixed that drink. Said they know each other.
Monsieur Candy.
This is the same nigga that played Nick Fury.
Yeah. And the bounty hunter and the hateful eight. And I told your son.
And as he
to
sucked
get on
this black dingus.
Dang. And then that nigga got to laughing with that shit. That's a cold nigga. That's a cold scene, nut Jack.
That was the IT nigga on the first Jurassic Park.
Hold on to your butts.
He said, "Come on, now you know me. You know me since I was a kid. I've known a lot of kids since they was kids. I'm drunk. What you know I'm going?"
Yeah. I smoked one Newport, vodka, and tonic on that long kiss goodnight. What are you doing? Well, I sing to myself so I remember what I'm doing.
This nigga's discography is incredible, my nigga. Like, and these are movies that niggas know. Like, there's movies where this nigga like played like a hitman that just showed up to a nigga house one day and was talking to him about furniture before he killed. Like, shit gets weird with that nigga. Like at one point, he was working just to be working.
He played some great roles, man. Like in School Days, I don't know why y'all niggas come to our town. You think you better than us? We just came for chicken. No, you think you better than us, nigga. When that nigga was in Do the Right Thing, Mookie, my main man. Him and Lawrence Fishburne, low key, to me, got some of the greatest roles ever. Like they embodied, like when it comes down. See, let me tell you something I came up with the other day, right? I developed because I gotta separate. I'm always I gotta separate myself from blanket terms, right? Like the term blurred black nerd is just overused. Like bitches who watch 3 episodes of Naruto now they blurreds and shit, right? And I was like, man, I have to separate myself from these niggas, man. Like, because back in the day, we played RPG games, right? Like that was like the nigga shit, but it was like, nigga, you ain't playing Madden? No, I'm on this Final Fantasy. It's pretty dope.
Nigga.
Yeah.
You don't shut your motherfucking ass. Nigga wasn't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah. I hear that peanut butter got you with the Bobby Brown jaw, boy, because you fucking.
It was right here. And then I knocked the bitch loose, and the bitch slid right here. So I started chasing.
They got the Bobby Brown jaw. But yeah, so I came up with the term, man. I am no longer a blur. I'm a Negro medium.
The nigga whisperer.
Correct.
You hold like nigga seances and shit, or you speak to niggas from the afterlife, not necessarily the death afterlife, but from the other side of the poverty line. The niggas that are still there, nigging it up. He's like, you know what? You're not. You haven't quite ascended to adulthood. You still nigging. You still nigging it up.
No, because see, I thought about it. Last episode, we talked about how, what happened to the niggas who got stomped out in the club. And I was like, I can talk to these
like,
niggas.
To this day, like, I imagine that one nigga, like I told you, it was a nigga that got drugged so far at the club that he stopped fighting and accepted fate, but he was still looking at everybody else was like, and niggas was like,
every day I try.
No. What's the song? No. You know the song that was playing when that nigga was getting drugged out the club? Was that motherfucker from Set It Off? The motherfucker with Cleo died.
And I'm missing you. I'll find a way. And niggas just getting stomped the fuck out. Reaching for you and shit. Help me.
Go ahead. I'm going to say this and then I want you to continue with your story because we'll get sidetracked. You ever have a nigga getting stomped and like reach for you, but you're clearly not involved in that shit? So like, you feel a nigga. I don't had to have like, bro. Hey, this is the most that I can give you in these situations. If you getting stomped out and I don't know you, I'm not going to turn my back, but I'm not going to intervene. So this is how I passively aggressively intervene without intervening. You ready? Say, bro, man, y'all chill out, man.
Nigga, I turn into Elder Dewberry off Life. He's had enough. For real. It's either two things. When nigga shit break out, either I'm finna stop it or I'm finna get far away from it. Okay. That's my motto.
I can definitely.
Okay, now back to the story. I separated myself from being a blurb and decided to be a Negro medium. I can channel directly from the ether of nigga.
Okay.
What is the ether of niggerdom, you might say? All the all the 70s black exploitation movies, all the 80s black movies, all the 90s black family oriented movies, anything black between, and I can go back further than that. I can go back in the day to ancient times with the shit, like anything pertaining to black folk prior to the advent year of 2017.
Okay.
2017 when we had the schism in the Matrix, where just weird shit was happening in
Like
the nigger sphere. What was some weird shit that happened in 2017? I want to say Lil Nas X came out. Panda was a big hit.
You had me at hello. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, it was
a crazy time.
It was a crazy time. Yeah, we went from bitches and hoes.
We lost. Then we lose. My man. From Slauson. We lose him in 17.
Nip
Nip
was 18, 19, I believe. Yeah. And 2017. Enough when I moved to Georgia. It was like I no longer was involved like that in culture. And I mean, that's when I don't know if you're familiar with the rapper Gravy who played Notorious B.I.G.
I know he's a rapper.
That's when he started all them B movies and shit like The Plug Daughter and
my facey.
Yeah. All them garbage nigga B movies start coming out, and I was like, there's no way. Where everything was just about being in the trap, and it was very unimaginative shit, right? Imaginative for people who don't live like that, but I never got the concept of telling a story to people who live in that exact way.
Yeah, I think you're just missing the audience. I think you being an audience so close to niggas that's living that way, if not one of these niggas. Like, if you're talking about dope dealers and you're a dope dealer, a story about dope dealers isn't intriguing. It's like, oh, they're talking about regular shit. But you have to keep in mind there's a lot of niggas that walk right next to you, that sit in the same room as you, that do not live the same life as you. Do not.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, even in your testimony, where you had niggas that would come to your hood and rock and leave, they don't know what you were subjected to because you live that, and you see the fallout of that shit. So y'all have two totally different perspectives of the dope game. We're talking about the clips versus, I don't know, some nigga from the trenches is like, nah, nigga. We make money out here, but it's bad out here. It's bad. It's not just rose gold and fucking fucking name brand watches.
Yeah, it ain't goofy ropes and big booty bitches.
No, it is not that. So I mean, I get that shit.
Also, I always looked at entertainment as escapism, right?
Or it's supposed to be.
Like, I want to sit down and watch a movie or some shit in which this is what made the 80s so cool, right? Like, we in the 80s, you would watch kids' movie, Monster Squad, Teen Wolf, and shit like that, and see white people live lives in which you don't live. Like, imagine, nigga, the Goonies for black people was Boys in the Hood. When they looking out for One-Eyed Jack, it was, you want to see a dead body? Real talk. And it's like, I would watch the Goonies because I'm like, damn, we don't live like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Monster Squad, no, we don't live like that. But it would be cool as fuck for the hood to fight some monsters. You know what I'm saying?
I think that intrigue that we had, it just shifted. The Hollywood was seeking a new audience, and that audience, just like we admired the lives of these white people, the middle class whites when we were growing up, they started admiring the lives of us whenever they got older. I mean, I use the word admiration or admire loosely, but my ear itching. I I thought there would be nothing cooler than hunting monsters. Monster Squad and
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. I was like, hunting monsters is the coolest job you could ever have. And
Yeah.
then I grew up and became a gangster. And then I had a whole bunch of people watching gangster movies saying, there ain't nothing cooler than being a gangster. Shit, the gangsters just want to hunt monsters. Shit got weird, man.
There's some irony to that.
It got weird, man.
In the 80s, you know, there was a book that came out called Monster by Monster
Yeah, my
Cody
mama made me
Scott,
read.
right?
I say my mama made me read that book, but she made me read it at the time. Had I been more mature, I would have chosen to read it. She my mom exposed me to that.
Yeah, me too. I got exposed to that and Pimp by Iceberg Slim. Fucked my life up. Real shit. Yeah, you know, watching black exploitation movies. So you know, a nigga just developed a sense of talking that shit. Since a young age, that gift. You know what I'm saying? I can lean on that bitch. You know? So it's just like now I think to where we wouldn't act. We would go and we would try to watch the fantasies. Kids these days, they try to live the fantasy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Actually,
think honestly, bro, I
I
think we
can't
were
even.
both living fantasies. Just the fantasies are different.
It is. It is, because I damn sure that you couldn't have told me I wasn't a rap
You
star. I
couldn't
had my
tell me I wasn't a
bandana.
Ghostbuster.
Fair enough. Ninja Turtle
Nigga.
too. Yeah, I remember I had Raphael walk down, nigga. Like I had a shell on my back. I got a hump on the back of my neck from doing that shit.
Won't you shut the fuck up, alright?
And nigga, I'm supposed to be 6'2", nigga. If I would have stood up straight when I was a kid,
Right
nigga,
now.
I'd be
All right.
6'2".
The point the point I'm trying to make is the irony of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it's just, I guess with Hollywood, our fantasies got replaced. There was a time where they was like, you know what? It's a lot of money in these gritty stories, but if you live the gritty story, it's not a gritty story to you. It's regular. It doesn't mean you downplay it. It's just regular. If I had a choice between a gritty story or driving a DeLorean 88 miles per hour to any time zone, not saying my home life was bad. It's just I live this. So this is my fantasy. This is my sci-fi, and that's what it boils back down to. That fantasy, that sci-fi, that escapism that you were talking about, and escapism and entertainment.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you, you know, when it comes, and this is fucked up what I'm about to say, by the way. Do you know that you have a mental block on some science fiction?
Explain.
Okay, let's say you get that DeLorean. It's no way in hell that you would do Back to the Future 3 and go to the Wild Wild West.
Why you say that?
Because they would have lynched your black
No,
ass.
I'm grounded by reality. I don't know if I'd be grounded by reality, but I get exactly what you're saying. I should be. In all intents and purposes, there's a big gap where I'll be like, I'm not sure if I'm welcome. And then before that gap, I'm not sure if anybody's welcome. And before that gap, I'm not sure if anybody's allowed to be welcome. But that's
Correct.
if I'm going to allow reality to ground me in that.
Yeah, but intrinsically you're grounded. You have a mental anchor to some points and references.
It's not like I was like, man, I can go back to the 60s and, I don't know, help my mom hook up with my dad or vice versa. It's going to be, I go back to the 60s and I can do that, but I got to make sure not to offend the white people either because it can get really bad. But then again, you got to remember, I'm a blurred like yourself, but I also sold crack. So I'm going to carry a pistol. And if I go back in time and I do some shit, and one of these crackers be like, "Hey, get that nigger. I'm gonna cause a disruption in the time vortex because I'm gonna murder. I'm gonna murder one of these white people. Because what we not finna do, what we not finna do, is get our lynch on. We not finna do that. Yeah,
Question. Have you ever seen the movie The Time Machine?
Yeah. Oh, you gonna hit me with that shit? That
so
well
now,
shit? Is that what you're gonna do? Is that what you're gonna do, nigga?
And let's put a black premise on it. What if you, as a black man in the future, 100 years from now, invents a time machine, right? He comes back and he gets your ass, right? But then your time machine gets hijacked by some kids who don't know what they're doing, and the kids get lost in time. One of those kids was Emmett Till. George Stinney. And you can use historical references to where children were killed by going back in time to the past.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That'd be heartfelt. It'd be rough. Cause
it would, but that would be the black people's time traveling experience.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem that I would have. Cause I'm actually engaging. We'll talk off air at some point about that. Just remind me, cause I'll forget. But there's actually something that I'm entertaining that's along those lines. Like, if not to say that Emmett Till, cause I don't. It's you got to be tricky with Emmett Till, George Stinney, individuals whose death harshly, greatly impacted American history, because you don't want to demean that. Like, one of the things when niggas would be like, man, a nigga died because he was a sacrifice. If he wasn't a sacrifice, it demeans his death, and you have to respect the family. So going back to what we were talking about, I wouldn't want to necessarily play with their death like that, where you could entertain the idea that that's what happened with these individuals, where Emmett Till might have acted out of character because he was from a different time zone, yada yada yada.
Exactly, he was from a place to where that shit didn't exist.
And I thought
so
I was going the same direction. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
In his mind, it's innocent. You know, it's innocent. You know, this is the culture in the future.
The hardest thing about time travel for me, the hardest thing that would be for me, is the responsibility that I have as a time traveler to let history happen. Because there's a lot of great that came from that young man's death, but it came from a young man's death. You see what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Like, nigga, we get a time machine. Fuck this. Hey, you end up on Glory and see Denzel getting whipped and shed that one tear. Man, fuck this shit. Man, break out that motherfucking 4.5 and that motherfucker break out that AK with that banana clip on that bitch. I'm airing everybody out. Fuck them muskets, nigga.
Maliciously, my nigga. You see white folks running, nigga, trying to shove, running, looking on their shoulder and shit, trying to shove that nigga.
And get choppered down. Choppered down.
Nigga laughing like flat top, nigga. Why you let that bitch rain, nigga?
Nigga, that shit turning the motherfucking that old motherfucking game, that time cop, nigga, reload.
Nigga, press the pedal to duck down, nigga, and come back.
Yeah, but then by changing the past, America is a barren wasteland because nobody went on to invent nothing. black people didn't invent the AC because we didn't invent a space heater because we didn't have to stay warm now. Because we could actually make fire, so we don't build everything that
That's
black
what
people
grounds me
built
with time travel.
out of slavery.
My heart wants to be a time traveler. My mind reminds me not that there's a place that I can go or a place that I can't go because hey, you know niggas ain't welcome in the '60s, but it's more so in my mind. It's we have to be careful not to intervene as much as we want to because
Mm.
we know how these stories end. We don't know how our stories end, but we know how these stories end. And it's going to be hard. So you have to be able to accept that.
Yeah, I would say niggas going to the time travel boot camp, having nervous breakdowns and shit.
It's rough.
Why we just
It's rough.
can't stop?
Think about the five young ladies that got killed in that church bombing in the '60s, right? And how
Yeah,
their deaths impacted American history. And think about you seeing them on the way to church. And you, from the future, can be like, hey, don't go.
yeah. Now, here go the fucked up part about it. What if white people are from the future and this fucked up world we living in because they changed the timeline?
That's something.
Like Black Wall Street, it was a nigga from the future went back like, man, I'm gonna get into this money game.
Future wars.
We gonna get a stock market popping. Future wars that take place in the past.
Yeah, future wars. You go back and change something. I'll go back and change something because you went back and change something. That'd be something.
That nigga, that's literally what the Flashpoint paradox is about.
Talking about Flash? DC comic Flash?
Yeah. You ain't seen the Flashpoint paradox?
No, nigga. It's a cartoon one, right? I seen it. It was on my list. But you know, niggas be busy.
Yeah, I guess that Call of Duty will do it for you.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I be busy, alright? I played like 10 minutes of Call of Duty in my life, and all of a sudden it's held against me. Don't you.
So I can get low sometimes too.
And I said, yeah, you was busy with that PlayStation and the controller in your hand. Yeah, you busy. I'm gonna watch it this week. I'm gonna bootleg it.
Yeah, get that Justice League War and Justice League Dark.
I don't know about them other two. I'm gonna put the Flash Point Paradox as a priority, and the other two secondary like a motherfucker.
I'm telling you, once you watch the Paradox, you're gonna be like, "Well, damn, is this it?" Then they got some more stories that kind of could play into it. Yeah, Flashpoint Paradox is part one of like a 3-part movies here, where they talk about the Flashpoint Paradox, where essentially Barry Allen go back in time, save his mama, and the world fuck up. And then when the world about to fuck up, guess what he say?
What?
I just go back and change it back.
Whoa. Before we cut, like I think they kind of did something like this on the show. I remember seeing like the clips. Like he go back, he change something, fuck up something else. He go back and change something, fuck up something else. It's like, bro, because you're running, and it's like you said with the Orson B. Welles, the time machine. Like he said in there, where there's death, there must always be death. No matter how much you change, you can't change anything. That's rough.
No, that's the paradox.
I'm gonna check this shit out.
I'm telling you, it's tomorrow night before Turkey Day. Am I gonna drink tomorrow or am I gonna wait till the weekend?
I mean, technically tomorrow is the weekend.
Well, I think I gotta work Friday. I ain't sure. Then the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special drop Thanksgiving
I'll be
too.
watching that along with playing that young Call of Duty.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it Turkey Day, man, for Black Friday.
We'll be on that bit.
And go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I think I may do it. It's a different game than the last one, though. Man. Oh, so Call of Duty has become the new Madden. Huh?
Call of Duty's Madden for niggas that don't play Madden.
I
Niggas
play
be
Madden.
like, hey, bro, you get a new Madden? What's different? Oh, man, this year they got enhanced passing. That was 2019. 2020. Hey, bro, you get a new Call of Duty? Like, it's the same shit. Hey, bro, they brought back Marty Dom. Oh, my God, bro. I can't wait, bro.
They got the real AK-47 in there this year. It's the real one. It's the real one.
But just like a
It's
motherfucking sucker, I put my credit card information in. I buy that bitch. I download that bitch. And I just be like, motherfucker. I just can't stay away.
That part. Yeah, guilty. I'm a cop. And I was the other day. I wanted to play a shooter, and all I had was that Apex Legend, and that bitch had like a massive update that took 3 hours, ruined my whole night.
That's just dirt low your sperm count, boy.
Yeah. What's
3
that?
hour update.
Yeah. That's why and I was like, damn, I leave a PlayStation on, I don't update
These
automatically.
days, I'm too old for 3 hours. A 3 hour update, I'm fall asleep. Like, I don't mean fall asleep like those. I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh, nigga, I ain't played the shit since. Well, I ain't played it yet, for real. That was like last, I think that was Friday. I ain't played that shit. For real, nigga, when I download that Call of Duty Thursday night, Friday morning, nigga probably ain't gonna play that shit for about a week.
It happens, yeah.
Yeah. But hey, man, great show, man. We chopped it up. Don't think we got the too many topics, but we got
time machines. I am a time machine buff. We can go for hours talking about time machine and porn.
I'm very selfish about my porn. I don't want y'all niggas knowing y'all niggas is defiling what I'm enjoying myself
Complete
with.
opposite. Some days.
Oh, you want somebody?
Some days
I
grab my keyboard and just rub my hand across the buttons. See what pop up.
And I could imagine you doing that shit in the background playing, "Do you believe in magic?" And I hope you do.
Richard. That smoking on dough.
Yeah, I watched some Ava Devine a couple of days ago. Pretty. Anyway, yeah. I digress. But great show, man. Yeah, we gotta do it again sometime.
Oh, so just FYI, when we do one Friday, nigga Prost, I want him to sit in so you can see how we get down.
Oh, that's a Gucci. You know, real talk, I've never seen what that nigga look like to this day.
So, all right. I can describe him perfectly. You ready? You got to bear with me, though. You ready?
Oh, Lord.
All right, close your eyes.
I'm not closing my eyes to imagine a nigga realm. I'm just... That's just not in the realm of what the fuck I do.
Shit. I don't know other way I can describe it.
He's a black man.
He's blickety black. Blickety black. Cool. Nigga said, I'm not.
Cool.
That nigga gave me one harbor. That's it.
No, he has long flowing hair.
Remember Fabio?
Nah, B. We not doing that. But I was, you know the fucked up part about it. Knowing my janky ass and rude ass, first thing I'm gonna tell a nigga, this is why you never meet your heroes.
Be let down. Remind me Friday talk about Fat Thor on the God of War, my nigga. 'Cause they made that nigga look how he should.
I ain't seen it. I ain't seen
Okay,
it. I ain't played
we'll
it.
get to it.
I ain't played the last one
Nah,
either.
man,
So
we'll get to it.
that man. Well, hey
Yeah,
man,
'cause
enjoy
I'm really
yourself.
drunk.
I'll let you in the chat. Tell you happy
Yeah, happy
Thanksgiving and all that
Thanksgiving to you
shit,
and
man.
yours, man. I hope you find some money and I don't know, get some booty.
No, like no more sex for the rest of the year, Jack. No more. No more. Mm-mm. No. I'm out.
Shut the
Have a
fuck
good
up,
evening.
man. Shut the fuck up, man. All right, nigga.